Right, another day, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you all for coming back to the channel. We're here again in the Peterbilt flat top 389, and we're ready to tear up the road. All right, I think I'm sitting in an establishment. Yep. We need to drive in and see what they have to offer. I go sort out my glass one time. Oh, I'm watching my glass. Alright, let's see if we go find the front desk and see what's going on. Right, so we have to get the contract somewhere. Right, let's see what kind of machine they have. IBC container, mobile screener. Alright, these ones look like they're going like really far. Pesticides. Alright, we'll start off with the pesticide. It's just to find this load now. Right, I think I see my load. Couple up and ready to hit the road now. Welcome to the stream, brother. What go on? Everything good? Good to see you, man. Everything level with me, you know, bro. Yeah, man, we keeping up the hauling, man. We on the road. We're running the truck. Truck running nice today too, you know. Watch it, truck. Oh gosh, I forget to put on this thing again, you know. I doesn't like to see that little cylinder like by the step there. I forget to put on the little shield to guard that off. Small thing, let's keep on running, man. Yeah, man, right up everything, right up, man. Alright, let's go and get some fuel. Thankful. Let me see if we could do that back in here now. We kind of little off. Might be able to kind of correct it a little. Set it up the good man. Right. Let's the cup of the load right there. Right, we're looking good. 19 grand we collect. Continue. Alright, we have some cheese. Going down into Wyoming. Let's see if we could run this load. Coupling up and we're ready to hit the road. Mr. Samuels, welcome to the stream, my brother. Oh, go on. Hope everything good with you, bro. Yeah, man, we grind all the time, you know. We are custom coming up earlier on a Saturday, but we must say about 30 minutes we live so far. And this gonna be a short stream because we have something to go and do in that time. Right, but we are custom putting in a lot of work on like Saturdays. Saturdays, normally we put in like about 8 hours of streaming on a Saturday. And I'll break my song there. Somebody say a UFO yesterday that Trinidad. Oh boy, that's a joke, bro. So they see something in the sky with lights and they say it's a UFO. Ah boy. But they think it's a drone. But so much I think mankind have in the sky. So if you see something with light, you go just say straight off it's a UFO. Come on now, people. I wake up, man. So much aircraft fly around the sky. A day I was in Scarborough and I saw a jet pass over Scarborough. And I'm sure a lot of people didn't see it. Yeah, a fighter jet pass over. It was up in the sky, but I saw the contrail. So I see the contrail and then I look up and I see the grey thing I pass. But it the grey of the jets and them just camouflage very good with the sky. And nobody, me sure me are the only person in Scarborough saw that jet that day. A lot of people don't see that jet when it pass. So this is something with lights in the sky look like a UFO. Mr. Samuel, you just real mash me up, you know. The AI messing up, you know. The light change the quality and change back. If you do it one more time and then I move off, I'm gonna drive around. It was moving very fast. Brother, it could be some kind of military equipment. Some of these military people, they have equipment where you can't see. I mean, like, could enter airspace and you not detect it on radar and them things. You know? Fellas have some kind of sophisticated stuff out there. You know? And you know, we technology might be so hot, so them could they could come here in our airspace and you don't know. Right? I believe it's some military aircraft that this. And probably they never see it before and they just say all kind of thing because especially the American military, them carry some sophisticated aircraft where has some weird shape too, you know. Where people could easily see it and say it's some extraterrestrial and thing. Yeah. You have a lot of top secret things where they don't let people know about. By the time they let you know about it, it's because it's old technology and they get something newer. They don't get tired about it. Right? So I believe it's some military aircraft that they saw and they start to bug out. It's not no extraterrestrial, bro. Well, that was a good laugh, though. Come on, man. I wait me, man. You don't believe in aliens? You believe in life form on another planet? If you believe in that it's possible that they could have life form on another planet, then them there's the aliens. But the reality is that the aliens, just like how we might be aliens to them is aliens to we. The story is that we wonder even if it have aliens, we wonder if they could survive in our atmosphere. That is where the problem is. We don't know if they could survive in our atmosphere. If they can, well then we have a problem. If they cannot, then we have no problem. Right? It's simple. And there goes the song again. That is why I don't watch horror movies. Well, horror movies is somebody imagination, you know. You don't see them make up these things. That's somebody imagination, bro. But personally, I believe that you must have like one planet or two planets out there with another life form. But the story is, I like looking at it from a biblical and a scientific perspective. I believe that from a biblical perspective, if they to come here, then I will survive. The sin go kill them that we carry on with. Right. And from a scientific perspective, I'm gonna say I don't think they're gonna be able to adapt to our environment. So that would be, it's like either enter our environment, they might not live. So that is something to think about. So in other words, if they to come here, they will have to do some research and see if they could really like come here and be okay and do get harm. I mean, like, I can't say the word on YouTube. So then they go have to like get up in the suit and them kind of things if you come here. If that is the case, they go have to bring their own, whatever they just breathe. If they don't breathe oxygen, whatever them just breathe, they have to pace up themselves and come. You understand what I'm trying to say? Something like you going underwater. Fish could live underwater and man can't live underwater. So man have to gear up themselves to go underwater. Same thing like going high up in the sky. Have to gear up ourselves to go high up in the sky too. Because we don't belong there, we belong here in between. It's the same thing. So if the extraterrestrial come from a next planet, whatever is on that next planet for them to survive might not be here. All the elements might not be here. So it could cause them harm. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you have to understand that like Hollywood like what a lot of foolishness in my mind. Right? Like for instance, like Star Trek. When you watch Star Trek and you see explosions in a space and you hear boom, boom, boom explosions. In my physics class, my teacher was like, you cannot hear explosion in space. Space is a vacuum. So then, that's the next thing. They make people imagine things. And then the next joke is, if in space is a vacuum, and you don't get oxygen, or you have an explosion. You have an explosion. So CO2 it's not like an element to help out with explosion. Hey, when you think about some of these things, they're just ridiculous. Right? So no Hollywood getting ahead. Right? What I believe though is that I believe that there are spirits, you know what I mean, around. I believe in that. See? So like you have spirits of good and spirits of evil. I believe in that. So if you want to call them this so we aliens, well then yeah, we are aliens here. You follow me? But outside of that, but and then you have some people might believe in that, but you know, that's the next thing. That is why it's very like important to make sure whatever you believe in is accurate. Because some people out down here could have you believing in some crazy things, you know. And brother, if you have a certain belief and you see like somehow that belief like collapse, it can send you crazy. So I urge people out there, be very careful what you believe in, eh? Because if something happened to erode that belief, then what? So I'm gonna say, guys, guard your mind. Know what you believe in. Don't let people inject every and anything in your brain. Know what to believe in, Right? Because you can be in big trouble if you realize your belief is not real. The Bible never mention no dinosaur and Noah Ark. Yeah. Good point. I agree with you. Good point. Brother, well, they have the bones on them in a museums, I don't know if they could have make them bones, Let me say they cannot make them. Let me just say that. Let me say they can't make them. Well, then they're real. Or they was real. Well, let me say that they could make them. Well, they make them and they fool us. Byron, what? Yo, welcome to the stream, bro. You understand what I'm saying, Mr. Samuels? You understand what I'm saying? But then we come back to the same thing I was saying originally about belief. Be very careful where you believe. Because even some of the things in the great book Mr. Samuels, some of them things are some question marks to them. So guys, be careful how you believe. What I could tell you for sure, certain guys, there is a force for good and a force for evil on the earth. For sure, we could recognize and talk about that. But outside of that, everything sketchy. Is a possibility things you believe in is correct, and there's a possibility that it is not. So be very, very careful of belief. And set your mind in such a way that if your belief happen to not be true, don't stress it. Because I know I'm telling you, it's something that could send you on the other side, make you go cuckoo. And we know what that, right? Alright, let's hit the road, you know. will say, you find it crazy to know that them things disappear because it's like 75 million years ago no human was born. Well, I tell you, some of these things we overput it. We have to kind of understand what really going on. So that was it. Because if people like try to date things back like that, certain things might not line up. Right? So we want to know if like some of these things like people created for let we believe certain things. You understand how much I have to say? So sometimes people say things 1 million or 1 billion years ago, and it don't make sense because I laugh, because I say like people, nobody was wrong and stuff. Brother, I believe this world is a place that full of a lot of untruths. That is what I personally believe. And it's all about like people telling you things for like getting in your head and control you. You understand me, brother? To me, like, that is what this whole world is based on. Controlling people. Or telling people what to think. How to dress. How to talk. Where to go. So everybody, like, come up with their own little way of trying to make you believe what them believe and steer you in a direction. And that's the reason why like people like me does be a problem, because I tend to like watch and say a pack of foolishness when me see them at talk. Yo, you're talking a pack of foolishness, you know. and just do my own thing. Anyhow you check it, me do my own thing. Zine? Because if some things can like add up and make sense. Cause like these things like with these dinosaur things like we are talking about, I look at it as pure fiction stuff. You understand me? And even if it was real, so what? They're not here anymore. They not unbug me. So what? If we could go in a museum and watch their bones, well, so be it. You understand me? And just call it a day. They asked me if the Mona Lisa is real because they have a picture she face so yeah say face hands but nobody I'm not gonna like dispute the fact because the artist didn't include she body that she's not real. Because it's like, alright. So Mr. Samuels, think about this. You go and take out a passport size picture. And some years pass by and that passport size picture is the only picture that remains of you. And everybody will see the passport size picture. Said this is Mr. Samuel. Right? So because you don't have a body, that means you wasn't real. You understand what I'm trying to say? The artist, that is how the artist decide to express himself. By doing the picture that way. I'm not going to like say she's not real just because the artist didn't put in her body. I'm not going to say that. Right? But I understand what you're trying to get at this. So like the painting is a made up one. So she's not real in the sense of it's somebody's imagination. They just drop something and then say it was. Well, I don't even know the real story behind the Mona Lisa. To say it was a real person or a fictional person. I don't know, but I get where you're coming from. But it's something for you to think about that the artist could have decided to express it that way and do the shibari. Right? That's just my take on it. So. So she died at the 1400s. That's a long time ago. Right, so that is just my take on that kind of thing. Yeah. But we have to admit there's a lot of things in life that are real. So whether she real or fake, that's kind of, it's not something I'm gonna rule out. what I'm going to say is that whatever we see in the picture is the artist's depiction of her. Right? That is how I see it. Right, let's decouple the load now. Right, so we're looking nice. We're doing some nice runs, you know? Alright, so we have some cotton lint. Going to Gillette. Gonna roll with the cotton lint. Not double here. So miraculous. Google can't find no more picture of the Mona Lisa. But if you see only picture she, so Mr. Samuel, so how would Google find the next picture? We come back to the same discussion when we get blast out in work fire. Is human beings upload what Google have? So if human beings have another picture of the Mona Lisa, Google can't have. Google cannot have it, bro. Or Google have it unless AI make it. Brother, watch me. And that is the reason why the picture sell for so much money. And that is what you need to understand, Mr. Samuels. That is why the picture sell for all that money. Because it's the only picture wrong of her. You understand how the thing go, bro? So let me tell you something one time. Anything that valuable must be scarce. So let me say you want to be a valuable asset to somebody. You need to have some peculiar qualities and you need to be very rare. And then we could say, yo, Mr. Samuels is golden. You follow me? So anything you see in abundance. So you get some people that walk around and I put on eyelashes, fake hair, ones that are cheap makeup, long nails. Let them know when you see them and they come around and talk stupidness. Let them know, hey, you have plenty of you around. You see, if you look at little uni, what we not accustomed to see, we could say yes. You're a little different. And that's where people don't understand. To have some value, you have to be a little different to the ordinary. You can't be the same thing and want to call yourself valuable. Because that means it have a lot of you knocking around on the ground where we could just pick up anyway. I need to get some kind of common sense. So that is why diamonds and gold are so precious. Because you don't get much of it around for everybody. You follow? So it's the same thing with the Mona Lisa. Just trying to like holistically let everybody understand how this thing works. Right? So if you have something in scarcity, it becomes more valuable. That's how the thing works. Right? And of those paintings of the Mona Lisa, how much are there in the world, Mr. Samuels? Because I don't know, you know. How much are there in the world? How much paintings of Mona Lisa you have in the world? Because that is the next thing. And I'm sure you do have plenty. Because that is why it worth so much money. You only have one, well, obviously. And that is why it is so valuable. And if you could understand that, Mr. Samuels, you yourself will like value yourself a little bit more too. Because if you understand, listen to me. It's only one Mr. Samuels in the whole world. You know? Nobody can come on you foolish and like talk you down and make you feel like you're lesser than who you're supposed to be. Because it's only one of you, you know. You don't get two of you, know, you know, unless it's a twin. You understand? And even twins, their personality don't be the same. One does be this way and one does be that way. So we still even come back to the same point, that is, it's really one of you. You understand me? saw a shot from Speed saying that the Caribbean people big him up and treat him good. Yeah, man, he have to put we out there in a positive light. Because you know, Caribbean people, we have a lot of love him, you know. And we accept him, you know. He's one of our brethren and them we make it to the top and we really happy for him. So we can't treat him no other way than acknowledging his greatness. You know what I mean? Everywhere the man touch down, people love him. You can't do nothing for that, the man big. And to see that he just start off in a room, I get on crazy and then boom, the man just get big. It's amazing, bro. To know that you can start off with a camera and a PC and reach where he reach. It's crazy, bro. Stop by them fuel stop there, oh gosh. We messed that up. We should have stopped there with some fuel. I wasn't watching the beach. As a Speed is the only one to do a Caribbean to island to island. That is the reason why they did it. That is exactly why they did it. Because remember, say, like in the internet space, it's like you doing something first so it does really push you further. You understand me? So that's the reason why they did it. Right, let's go by that other fuel stuff coming up though. Alright, let me full up the truck now. Alright, tank full. Oh gosh, I'm on the wrong side of the road, gosh. Alright, let me correct that. Really bad driving. It's two is terms. I don't know that so. I don't know that artist or creator or whatever she is. I don't know who she be. She mostly sing Afro beats. Okay, well, that's why I don't know she. I not too know about the Afro beats genre. I hear Afro beats before I know what it sound like, but like the newer like artists and stuff, I not too know them. You understand me? So, right, so she's supposed to come out. Alright, let's decouple the load one time. Right, let's take one more. This one more that we're taking is going to be the last load, because we have something to do. And then when we finish that, what we have to do, we're gonna be back. So let's go to the front desk and see if we can get this load. Right. Aircraft engine about 2 hours and 47 minutes out. Yeah, we gonna carry them this so. Yeah, I know what's Afrobeats, bro. I heard it before. It's a nice kind of cultural kind of story, you know. I know what it is, and it's originated in Africa. I know what Afrobeats music sound like. I'm just saying that I'm not like I don't know the Afrobeat artists and them. I don't listen to it closely. The way like I listen to dancehall and rap. It hasn't like it sound nice and everything, but it's just that I don't follow it like closely. So I don't know who is the big artist here and there with Afro beats and these things. I don't. The other day, the first day I heard about who is Burna Boy. I think he's one of the big artists. It's the other day, it's the first time I hear about Burna Boy. And I'm like, who he? And up to now, me hear the name. I can't even like sing one song where he sing because I don't follow them. So I don't know. You understand where I'm coming from, right? I'm not saying that the music not good. I mean, I said the artist not big. What I'm saying is that I don't follow them, so I don't really know what they have to offer. That is just what I'm saying, right? I say just like you don't really listen to Trinidad music, but some of them are like, yeah. Same here too. Some of them hit. When I hear them, they hit the song good. But to say like follow every single song and every single artist, me understand what you're saying. Get you 100 on that. Mr. Samuels, I want to tell you something now. I know something don't run through my mind. Hey, what on, Mr. Samuels? You see, anytime chaotic symbol become like real big, and me have to come Trinidad, boy, I meet you, bro. I tell you this straight. Anytime me become very, very huge, and me decide that I come Trinidad, you have for sure. I tell you that straight. No, believe it or not, I know I come Trinidad sometime within, like, I feel between, sometime next year I'm have to touch on Trinidad, I will come for some stuff. But, like anytime I come huge, well, I'm nobody now, nobody don't know me. Anytime I see me become huge, I'm have to come Trinidad. If it's for an interview or anything, I have to meet you, bro. I tell you straight. I don't want to meet you unless me become huge. There's a reason for it. I just tell you. I just tell you now so that you could hold me to it. If that really happens, you could hold me to it. That's why I tell you that now. Right, brother? Just to let you know. But now I meet me when I'm small. Now I meet me when I'm huge. Must become some big. I'm going to say, nah, you see this man here? Big up the man here. Long time you watch me since man, nothing. Man say you understand. Straight, brother. Must become huge. And become huge, man say, hey, you see this man here? Been watching me from nothing to something. You follow me? I tell you straight, you must give her forward, brother. You must give her forward. I tell you that. You religiously come to my content. That's why. Religiously every day, bro. You just like Jerome watch me thing right through. Everything I post, Jerome comment on it. Ah boy. I tell you straight, brother. There are people that came to the channel and they stick for a while and they fall off. You know why? But it's okay, man. See, the other day, like I was just browsing through and I ended up put up on one of them fellas. And I came into the chat because he have a channel too. And he was glad to see me because a long time he don't see me. Long time he don't come here. A long time he don't go by here. See? Because I don't know if you know, but YouTube don't like creators to support creators. They don't like that. You understand me? So, but I was just scrolling through my feed and I see him. I do American Chuck same content too, and Euro Chuck. I'm just drop in and just say, what on? You know what I mean? A normal vibe, but it had a lot of people like used to vibe with the content and they fall off. I don't know what gone. But they're gone. That is a bad, I don't know what gone. But they're gone. That's a bad. Yes, that. But it's all well and good, man. You know what I mean? The what the ones them were real to the thing to stay close to it. You understand me? No, you can't as a creator, you can't vex with people if they decide that their viewing choice they want to change it up. You can't vex with nobody. You know, they just same way me do the same thing too. Me watch some people for a while and then sometimes me just decide that I watch somebody else. You know? Me not vex with nobody now, just saying that I find that you stick on the channel and me appreciate that. I just tell you, me appreciate you, bro. See that you consistently come here, right? It's 2 years you're watching me now, man. It can't be so long, Mr. Samuel. Mr. Samuel, it can't be 2 years. 2 years is too long. No, you're about a year, man. It cannot be 2 years. I just the other day I find that channel here, bro. Not 2 years, though. Not 2 years, brother. About a year. Two years is a long time, you know. No, it's not 2 years, Mr. Sam. I guarantee you it's not 2 years. You watching me for about a year and so. A year and a little bit. It can't be 2 years. You saw another trailer on the Australian truck game. That game should have released already. That game, you see the hype up that game there too much, and they didn't deliver any time when people think they were supposed to deliver. I don't even want to hear about it. Cause I could put my head on a brick. It's another failed project. That I keep on saying this. That going on end just like Alaskan Truck Simulator. They're going to release it. It's going to be a flop. And people will talk about it, get a little views, and forget it. I don't even want to hear about it right now. Because that game they should have released long time. And let me see like how they would have been doing with the updates if they're supporting it and these kind of things, and then we could have make some conclusions from them. But listen to me, it must be over. I don't want to lie, it must be over 4 years. 4 years now. That game they should have been released. You understand me? I don't want to see a trailer. I don't even want to see a truck. I'm telling you, bro. That game should have been out long time. Yeah, that game around long time. Imagine this, Mr. Samuel. I did a reaction to that the first time they dropped it. The reaction was on my channel, and when I realized that reaction content is a gray line and you could get in like real trouble for it, I decided that I'm going to delete the video. Because the video was doing really good. I think we had over 500 or 600 views on the video. But I decided I'm going to delete. And I saw that video was about 4 years old on my channel. So that is why I could tell you what I'm telling. I know what I'm speaking about. So, them releasing a trailer. The game should have been out already. Right? Anyway, that is that. Time is running out on us and we have forgot. Right? So let's decouple the load now. Right guys, thank you all for coming to the live stream. Like, share and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, don't forget to big up yourself.